Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating heaven on this earth, people, and the way that I do it is by creating financial freedom for billions of people across this world, by creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, people, and most important is that I manifest the words I speak. My message for today, people, is for you to choose to have a great attitude. So I mentioned yesterday that I was practicing trying to do the live. I was able to do it today and was able to complete it and being able to stop it this time. So I have that saved. However, I've decided, man, that I don't want to stop doing these videos like I do every day. Instead of going live, I'll continue to do the videos for this, but I will incorporate doing at least one live per week right now. Starting this week, I'll do a live in the afternoon time. I'll have that scheduled. So for those people that want to get on there, the purpose of that is going to be able to interact with the public and just people in general and really just kind of see what people are dealing with and how I can be more effective as far as directly helping people. So, you know, that's the beauty of trying things, people. You try things out and you see where you can make adjustment, you know. And that's the conclusion I've just made, because I don't want to deprive people that really been following me for years and is used to these videos that they can watch in their leisure. So I will definitely do lives starting again this week, at least one per week in the afternoon time, so give people more opportunity to be on board and really to get their concerns or issues addressed. Now, jumping back into the topic today, people, is that you have a choice. You get to choose to have a great attitude, and I want you to really, like, what does that look like? I want you to start thinking about that, you know, because again, people, bad things happen to everybody. There's no exception here, including myself. The difference, though, is the way people with a bad attitude and people with a good attitude, the way they respond is what makes the difference. Now, my suggestion to you, number one, is choose to be an optimist. You know, the glass is always half full. Always find the positives in every situation, you know. And I'll give you some perspective that you can develop for yourself. For one, is realize that the things that are happening to you is not really a bad or a negative thing. Is that you really is shaping you and molding you to be a bigger, better version of yourself. You know, it's like the whole idea of challenges, people, you know, is to really develop your mentality, your mental toughness. It also is there to teach you lessons. There's valuable lessons in those challenges, especially if it's repeating challenges that you've been having for years, is that you have not learned that lesson yet. So you need to identify what is the lesson that you're missing that you can adapt for next time, so that way you can maneuver those situations, right? So look at it from that perspective, is that there's lessons for you to learn. Also, people, is that, you know, I truly and firmly believe that no test, no testimony, man. Is that in order for you to be a great leader out here, is that you have to make mistakes. You have to, you know, have challenges that you overcome, because those are your purpose. Is that as you overcome them, it gives you something that you can share with people, that you can use to help people that are facing those current circumstances, how to overcome it, you know. So that in itself is a major blessing, is just knowing that the challenges that you have had is a blessing, in the sense that it gives you an opportunity to bless other people, which is what our biggest purpose is here, is to serve people. And then also another one, man, is just always choosing to believe that everything is going to work itself out, you know. So it also helps you to develop your faith in God, that your faith in yourself, to believe in yourself, that you've been through plenty of challenges that you've overcome, and you have the capacity to overcome this one. There's no exception there. So it's like, I want you to learn those valuable lessons, people, and really realize that you're more powerful than you think you are, man. And I just want you to realize that you have the choice to choose to have a great attitude in all circumstances, man. Maintain your calm and really be poised and think about it. Use your mind to create solution to the problems and challenges that you're faced with. And if you choose to do that, people, then you're developing that as a new habit moving forward, which is a major blessing, you know? And I mean, I could talk about this for days, but I think you get the point, man. I just want you to simply choose to have a positive outlook on any situation. Always choose to believe that the glass is half full, not half empty. What are the optimistic options, on how you're going to resolve your dilemmas or problems? Um, that's that, people. Shout out to Jamaica, man, who is the eye of this world. Shout out to Africa, who is the mother of this world. Shout out to the entire Caribbean and the African diaspora worldwide. I was doing some research recently, just checking up on the backside industry in Jamaica. Like, I know for the first 10 years after independence, that was like a big boom in that, but things kind of fell off over the decades, and I feel like right now there's a massive opportunity here, and I see that the government is actually putting things in place to take advantage of that, and I'm very happy to see that. I think it's called Jamalco, the refinement company that's actually in the process now of no longer just shipping out raw bauxite material, which we have over 2 billion tons of them sitting here in Jamaica, but the government right now with Jamalco, partnering with a foreign company, is basically refining right now the bauxite to aluminum. I think right now we're at the capacity where they're producing, I think it's 1.4 million tons per year of aluminum, which is awesome. But I also want us to make sure, though, that we continue to invest in that, and not only invest in developing more to increase our capacity, because we have the raw material, why not? But it's like I also want us as a country to start figuring out new markets to sell the aluminum to, I know U.S. have a big demand. They have 75% aluminum that they import. I know right now China, they produce 80% of the world aluminum. So it's like, for countries that maybe want to break away from that, hey, Jamaica's that alternative, and I want to push that. And I think the government, if they're not doing it, they should have people that's pushing that with these different countries to let them know that, hey, we have the capacity, we have the natural resources, we have our refinement process. And I think that if we can increase the demand, which there's already a drastic demand for, but tapping into that demand by getting some of those contracts to be exporting to those countries, then I think that can really help us develop that industry to where we can have not just one refinement center, but multiple across the island, to really and truly refine way more aluminum so we can produce maybe triple or 10 times the output, again, according to demand, obviously. But the groundwork is there, though, and we're building a foundation for that. So I'm very grateful for the administration doing that. Also, I'm happy about the waste that, I think we got something like 40 million tons of the red mud. And Jamaica realizing that there's a lot of earth elements that's in there that's critically important for clean energy, especially when it comes to like EV batteries and so forth, and also computer components. So that's a blessing to be able to find that, because that's a whole untapped industry that we haven't really tapped into yet, and I really see massive upside for that. So we need to start the refinement process for the red mud also, which is the waste. We've been wasting it all these years and storing it up, stockpiling it. Now we can capitalize on that, which is creating massive amount of jobs. As we develop those industries, I can see where that can create a massive opportunity for our people to get higher paying jobs by working in those mines and the refinement processes in the factories. So I'm just excited across the board about the process, the development that I'm seeing. And again, specifically, I'm talking about bauxite and now the red mud, which is the waste from the bauxite, the opportunities that can come from that. So I want us to keep building on that, people. United we stand, man. Divided we fall. We'll continue to unite by supporting each other, being our brothers and sisters keepers. Each one always teach one, people. Everything we know we'll share with other people. Jamaica's already been the example for a lot of the other Caribbean islands about seeing how the public-private partnership can really help to reduce your debt and create massive infrastructure development. Just being who they are right now, that's already been an example in that front. But for those countries like I know Kenya and Ghana, Jamaica has been very instrumental in helping them to turn around their economy. With Nigel Clark over there at the IMF, and of course other people from Jamaica here just being instrumental in helping to do that. Like, I loved seeing that, and I look forward to more and more of that. Outside of that, people, my declaration over your life, number one, is that you are a millionaire. Number two is that you're married to the person of your dreams. Number three, people, is that you have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, man. My prayer for you today, people, is that the Spirit of God, man, will continue to shape you and mold you to being the amazing you that I know that you can be, I just pray, people, that you really continue to go on your journey, man, of figuring out who you are and whose you are, you know what I'm saying? So you can develop that power that I know that's already there by embracing it. And sky's the limit, people. It really is. There's no limit here, The only limitation is what you put on yourself. So I just pray that you continue to keep an open mind, continue to work on yourself every single day, and man, let's go. Let's obtain everything. Blessings unto you and your family, y'all. We'll talk tomorrow.